Assalamu alaikum guys, and welcome to another episode of
Jannah.
What on earth is going on in India, frankly, yeah? I've said this so many times, and India just carries on going further and further. And that's why I've told you, hate does not discriminate. But before we jump into this, guys, it's Ramadan and you gotta loosen the purse strings a little bit. Here's why. Anyone can make someone Muslim, but keeping someone Muslim? That's where the main job is. And when you contribute to someone learning Islam, you not only get the reward of everything they do from that point onwards, but what their kids do and what their kids do and so on. It is the best kind of investment a person can make. So help the scores of people that have accepted Islam in Africa, protect them from these missionaries and these liberals by clicking the link below. Right, now that your purse is slightly less heavy, mate, and you feel a bit lighter because you've donated to a fantastic cause, guys, check this out.
लेकिन जो सपना हम सब की आंखों में होना चाहिए, केवल अफगानिस्तान तक नहीं, हमें मक्का के उस मंदिर को भी लेना होगा जहां महादेव की गंगा जमजम के रूप में बहती है। आपको कैंसर परवार वहां जाकर करना पड़ेगा जहां से सारा कैंसर फैलता है।
That's the thing with these Hindutva individuals, yeah? They are so deluded because they've been given free reign in their own country because of the fascistic leading party of the BJP. I mean, look at these guys. Here's a BJP guy casually sitting in the parliament area watching pornography. If it's not this ritual sacrifice of a human being. I mean, who does that? I'm not even going to mention the cannibalistic Agori tribe. Here's another story of, I'm sure you've heard people saying, yeah, non-veg people are so peaceful. Yeah, here's a husband who murdered his wife just because she asked for meat. Here's a story of a mosque being burnt down. Oh yes, that's happening.
A 110-year-old madrasa in Bihar's Nalanda district was set on fire and destroyed by a mob of over 1,000 people on Ram Navami.
Here's a guy talking about how you can purify water with cow dung.
वो गाय का गोबर गोमूत्र जिस जल में पड़ जाता है वो जल शुद्ध हो जाता है, बैक्टीरिया रहित हो जाता है, कीटाणु रहित हो जाता है.
And here are people casually rubbing their faces and heads on the private parts of these naked sadhus.
Made me sick.
I mean, alhamdulillah for Islam, mate, yeah? And my man who's trying to rally up the crowd so they can go and take over the Kaaba. You know what? Do it. I actually want to see you do it. I want to see what's going to happen, frankly. Every single Muslim on this planet, when they pray in the direction of the Kaaba. It's a place of unification. We don't pray to the Kaaba, we pray to Allah, but we pray at the Kaaba. So bearing that in mind, you are literally going to pee off every single Muslim country, every single Muslim, and no matter how deluded you are in your country, mate, you're gonna get slapped right over the air, old mate. No BJP politician with more than one brain cell, which is, I think it's a safe option, even entertain what you're saying. But you might be thinking, yeah, but what's the point of talking about him? He's not the only one. There's so many people. And there's so many clips that go around. Here's one that I just wanted to share because it's just comical and stupid. And I'd love for him to rally the people and try, frankly. You know what? My man's wasting oxygen by even uttering such a statement. He should actually apologize to his crowd that he has actually consumed that oxygen that could have been used by them. I think you should make a public service announcement because he's not only wasting oxygen, he's wasting space. This guy is actually a waste of space.
Yes!
But the thing is, we can put stuff like this aside. But like I said at the start of the video, hate does not discriminate. I said this before and I'll say it again. Even with the Ram Navami that took place, you could see them doing madness outside mosques on their day of celebration, and this has now spilled over to Nepal. And recently, now we're seeing here in the UK as well, you've got the Indian Prime Minister, and you're seeing the silence when it comes to the open crimes committed in India. You're not hearing condemnations, and you know what? It's spilling over. But the thing is, just like with any minority, any group, religion that gets discriminated, as Muslims, we should stand up for them. As long as, of course, it's in line with Islam and doesn't contradict Islam. Yes, of course. Why? Because it doesn't stop with them. It's like after World War II. The only way the US could continue its hegemony was it needed an enemy. Because if it has an enemy, it justifies its high military expenditure and its military bases worldwide. You need a boogeyman. And the boogeyman for the West, especially post 9/11, has been the Muslims. Oh yes, indeed. Before, it's been the Catholics, it's been the Bavarian Illuminati, not the conspiratorial one that people associate. The blacks have also been a scapegoat. I mean, it's just now the time of the Muslims. So those people wondering, why is it always the Muslims? Nah, mate, it's much more insidious than that. I bid you farewell until next time. Assalamu alaikum.